for Noxus soldiers, and welcome back to another episode of Legends of Runeterra with me Magix, and today we are gonna run our Noxus deck through the ranked system and see how far we can go.
Push the goddamn button!
You heard what she said.
Alright, then let's directly jump in with our Noxus Allegiance deck. You can see that compared to the budget run, I have already made some smaller changes to the deck, and here are rank 2 now with level 52 or something. The deck slices through the meta quite well, and the six Shadow Isles cards that I have included are now the Harrowing. I have decided to spend the epic wildcards to get this card into the deck, because while I was under the impression during the budget run that this card is too slow with 9 mana, given the fact that you can store 3 spell mana actually, you can get this off on turn 6, and this kind of allowed me to steal quite some games alongside Darius, and you can now also see that we have 3. That is because I have made more experience on the Noxious lane for our rewards, and in the next reward, that was actually the 3rd copy in there, so I have put him into the deck. Then there is now Atrocity instead of Culling the Weak and the other removal, simply because this can also maybe sacrifice a 10 power Darius and send it to the opponent's dome when you really need a huge burst of damage, and yeah, you can also deny life gain of the opponent like Noxian Fervor simply because you kill an ally, right? Then we still have the Decimates, the big payoff here for the huge Noxus commitment with Basilisk Rider, which is a pretty powerful card for 4 mana, 6/4 Overwhelm. Noxious Fervor as a mix of removal, life gain, deny, and burn. Iron Ballista for 3, Overwhelm for 3, simply a good raid. Transfusion still in here to buff up a unit in a pinch with burst speed, but also to drain maybe our, Discipline, so that it directly deals damage to the opponent, while also then buffing another unit with, hopefully, Overwhelm. The Grenadier is still in the deck. Sometimes I have won some games where I just played the Grenadier, killed it with Transfusion, or even killed it with our Demolitionist here to dome then again for 2. Yeah, then the Demolitionist to also deal direct damage, also 2/3 for 2. It's a good raid. And then the last 3 Shadow Isles card that I put in the deck are Elise. I think she fits pretty well in the deck in the 2 mana curve and creates 2 bodies, which is 3 power in equal, so she is also above curve. She has Fearsome, so not that easy to block by bigger creatures, and once she levels up, which is not that difficult to achieve, if she just attacked a few times in the early game, she gets Challenger, so she can take away some of the more annoying creatures. And yeah, simply good. And then I still had 1 slot open because I only have 2 Elise, and decided to put a House Spider in there. First, it's a Noxious card for the Allegiance, and second, it creates a Spiderling for Elise's level up. But I think that a 3rd Elise would be better. But then again, I had some games where I didn't hit the Allegiance with Basilisk Rider. I mean, 5/3 is still okay, but you really want the Overwhelm. Sometimes it doesn't matter, but if I would have access to it, I would prefer 3 Darius in the slot. No, sorry, not Darius, Draven. I'm stupid. Here is Draven. Simply because he is 3/3 quick attack, so also pretty hard to block, and he creates the spinning axis that can buff your Overwhelm creatures later on for 0 mana, so that will be pretty good. And additional copies of Draven will turn into a removal spell, right? So he will rarely be dead, and he is powerful, and when he actually levels up with the playing of the spinning axis, he also gets overwhelmed, so that makes him also a little bit better than Katarina, I guess. I have a Vladimir here, but yeah, he's also okay, because when you have still a lot of attackers, he can deal a lot of damage, but I think he is too pricey for the effect all in all. And we have a lot of good top end here with Darius and Harrowing already. Where Darius is kind of my favorite card in this deck because it's so powerful. So enough deck tech here, let's jump into the game and rank up a little bit more. Drinking some coffee while we wait. There we go. Fire up the game, and we are playing against a heavy Frost deck with some cheap removal. I have won against these decks as of late. During our budget run I lost to them. So the Harrowing can be a good finisher in these kind of stalls against Braum, but I think I need some cheaper cards first, but I will keep Darius. He's important to squeeze through the last points of damage, and unfortunately this is a very slow hand here, without a turn 1 play. So I don't think this will go particularly well. Directly off the bat in our first match here. But we have now the combo of Discipline with Demolitionist. That can be good. It's always scary when they don't play anything. That means he wants to store up spell mana for removal. Or play now the Tavern Keeper. So they might have a 3-drop, but if they only have removal, it's not that great right now. So let's throw in, maybe not the Spiderling, because they can have this mass removal for 1 toughness.
I'll try anyone.
So let's throw in the Discipline for now, and then store the spell mana. If they now commit a 3-3, I would have played the pet.
My turn.
If they have a trick, I don't want the Discipline to die, but then the trick is out of their hand. If they have to deal 1 damage to everything and heal, that's also fine. Okay, just a Frostbite. Yeah. That is fine. The Spiderling was for free anyways. Keeps him the blocker, of course, but yeah. Let's throw in either the Spider... But I guess I keep it in hand for now, because if he plays a Braum this turn, I don't want the Spider to die yet, and...
Faster than
Okay.
my arrow? I think not.
It's an Ash. Then we can play the Demolitionist.
For the Empire.
Deal 2 directly. It's 2 mana, he can't have removal. Boom. Then we can play our Spiderling and already save the 3 spell mana.
Show me a target.
This still smells like a trick, but we can block with the Spider. Don't care about the damage. 1 less blocker here. Throw in another Spider. And then in a few turns we already have Darius. Shatter. Well,
Is that all?
boom. No Shatter for you. That's why I like to save some spell mana here. And then he is already at 10. So Darius here in a few turns will go ham. I think I want to attack all in now with everything, while he only has one blocker.
These are our lands.
If he has the drain spell now, okay, he does not.
Time is right.
Okay,
Strike now.
that is fine. He will flip her next turn. Then the crystal arrow becomes difficult to deal with, but yeah, have Decimate here and already win without Darius on turn 4. Even with a slow start. The House Spider was good. Game over. But even if they stall Darius for a while, we have still the Harrowing, so here we go. Get ourselves 1k experience, or the next reward, and go onwards to rank 1 here. So previously we had some elusive creatures on the deck, but they were too slow all in all. Because while elusive creatures can't be blocked, their power is behind the raid, if that makes sense. Like usually the creatures are weaker for their cost than compared to the Noxious units that can be blocked, true, but well, if not, you get more damage out of them. Here we are playing against Demacia and Fjord. Never keep a Demolitionist if you don't have the Crimson Discipline or something early on that you can ping to deal 2 to the Nexus, so here we are looking for another cheap play. Transfusion is okay. The Grenadier was a good pickup. And Precious Pet is usually able to attack the first few turns without blocker. Okay.
Winter take you.
Now he kills it. That was a good combination.
Fuse his legs.
So be it. Yep, that makes more sense. Because then he gets more damage through here. That's okay. Oh, Ballista would be a good pickup here. Yeah, just talking about it. Here you go. Let's see if he trades his board here. And he does. Yes, we want the fight. But we still get damage out of this trade, and every dead unit means that the Harrowing becomes better, so let's throw it away. Yeah, here it is. I really underestimated this card, but it can certainly steal this game. And while he draws a champion,
Nothing but Noxian might.
we slam Noxian Might here for 6 power. Store up our spells or draw another Ballista. Hell yeah. Now we can get even more damage through. Frostbite them, that is an annoying stall. But not the end of the world. Then we store the spell mana here. Alright, next turn we kill them.
Winter is the Freljord's true ruler.
Sure.
I have my orders.
The general is here.
Ice runs in our veins.
We still jam.
Bitter cold.
Don't take 10 here. Let's see if they have a trick. Because Darius will level up on these hits and then he becomes stronger. Battle Fury. Then Darius will die. And let's use his body to pump up the team. And kill them. GG's. Easy game, easy clap. That is why the Basilisk Rider is so great. And yeah, Noxian Might, I tell you, this deck is S tier for a reason, and it's even not fully teched out. Now imagine if this was totally only Noxious plus the 3 Harrowings with Draven. Get these buffs for free. And he has First Strike, that is so good. And that is why this deck is also on the watch list, because the direct damage is also a way where you certainly can circumvent any blockers whatsoever. So if I would play a deck, I would certainly put in a life gain to deal with these aggro decks. Frostbite is a very good mechanic, but you have to use it strategically. Don't need this in the opener. We have a Discipline already. If we find the Demolitionist now... okay, also good. If we would have the first attack, that would have been tremendously here. But we can still go
Where are you?
Saboteur into Grenadier. Will not block because we can deal at least 1 damage when we attack. Every point counts, so here we go. And if they don't block here, they take virtually 5. So the House Spider was good here for them.
They'll never see it coming. The hunter?
He gets 3 spiders here.
Get me out of here!
I think we have to keep up one of the fervors for an Elise. Because she would certainly win here. Yep, there she is. Fortunately, no way around it, but if she levels up now and gives all of them a buff, that would be too strong, so... we have to pivot here a little bit and try to win it with more powerful cards, because he's running out soon.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, and she is pretty good against 1/1s.
His legs.
Alright. Another Harrowing is not so great right now. Damn it. We are not drawing our more powerful creatures now. Now she won't survive damage, that is really an issue.
About that?
There. If I throw away the board there is also no way to come back. This time we were too slow. It was unfortunate. Good deck build. I guess in such a deck you can also play Crowd's Favor or Champion, where the Noxious unit gets a +1/+1 for every unit that is already in play. That is pretty powerful. That is a weird mix. Playing Braum with those two champions doesn't synergize that well, in my opinion. Let's try something cheaper. Well, that is a weekend. Only spells and 6 drops. At least 1/2 drop here. Hopefully we will draw out of it. You need a blocker here. I'll take virtually 5. Okay. I take it. That was a tremendously swing. Also this deck, I mean the games are very fast. Either you win or you lose, but it will be never more than a few minutes, so... Yeah, here we go. Store the spell's mana for the Hell Ring, but of course we need more allies to make it worth.
Who's gonna get in my way?
And deal more damage here. Okay. Should play something here for our spells. If not, we play Decimate and then have Darius in a few turns.
It was right on my tail.
Yeah, I think a Decimate here is pretty fine. Make use of our mana. Now he's at 10, we have virtually 4 points of damage here. Okay, that is fair. Now he's at 6. Oh, we don't have a play though. Maybe I should have kept open the fervor.
Fear the power you do not see. Look out there! Such little lies. They will breed for Noxus.
Well, now with Atrocity, if they don't kill their Darius here, we have them. They don't have life gain, so... Can attack, I don't think they can buff for 7. And we still have Noxian Fervor if they have something, and then something else here.
Victory awaits. My word.
Now he is 6/9, so I don't think I want to risk an attack here.
War Mason, reporting for duty.
Bestow upon them the gifts of our empire.
Okay,
For the glory of Noxus.
that's fine, we don't have to attack, we just dome them for 10. Yeah, we have 11 mana now, or 10, sorry. Let's see what they do.
I came to fight.
Okay. So this costs 6, then we still have 4 available. So we can't combine it with the Decimate, but we can throw in some disciplines.
All anyone wants.
Give him more to think about. If he taps low, we win, or yeah, if he spends this mana. Always talking in magic terms here. So this was a very spell-heavy hand for us. I think This would have been far better with some earlier plays instead of these fervors. Then he would have been already dead against the Grenadiers because his hand wasn't doing anything.
It's just blood, darling.
We still have 6 available after that, yeah.
Let me show you what I can do.
Leave them not.
Even if this attacks,
Step away, coward.
step away, coward. Here comes your end. We send Darius' soul into your Nexus. And that's it. That's it. Another victory for Noxious. Alright. And the next reward. Let's see if we find a Draven. More shards, okay. Shards don't hurt. This game is pretty self-sufficient, like, you don't need a lot of money here to get the good decks, if at all. Like, I didn't spend a single coin here in this game. A Fiona deck. That is scary if we can't deal with her. Air Fervor is a way to deal with her. If they don't have the barrier things going on. I don't know how good Fiona is against all the Frostbite decks though.
I have my orders. This will shake them. Approaching the battlefront!
Alright, still some spell mana here for the Fervor. So let's see if he has Fiona here. Yep.
Save your worlds. We speak with blades.
Now, I don't really want to go in with the Basilisk Rider yet, because of her. Let's see if he blocks here.
Is this supposed to be a challenge?
Strike without worry.
That is what I was fearing. It stops, unfortunately, a lot of damage, even if it succeeds here, but... what can you do?
Grab it.
Protect House Law.
We have the Harrowing here.
I am one with the land.
To get them later. Lease is not that bad. Can be combined with a Demolitionist. Let's see what they are doing.
I'll turn the tide.
Okay, only attack for 3. Going for Elise here and doming her. We'll get her killed, so...
Ride on!
He doesn't flip. That is very sad here.
By my honor, you must die.
That is very sad here. means we don't draw. Yeah, that happens. That happens.
Come closer. I don't bite.
Now he has a second copy with 9 mana. I hate this sheep-ass card.
For the Empire.
Doesn't matter.
Few for the many.
Okay, 14 now.
Ride for Noxus!
Let's go in. See if they have a barrier again. But that is probably the case. They always have a barrier.
My life for these lands.
Or not. Okay. Yeah, I think... It's unfortunate, but...
Nature blesses her followers.
Maybe I should have domed her. Oh, that was stupid. We wasted mana here. Damn, now I make the misplace. And another challenger. He certainly attacks.
I would trespass here.
For the honor of House Law. Try me.
The fish goes to spider.
Mine is the hand of Noxus.
Your command, General Darius.
He will block with the big bird. So
Just by my hand.
just try to get him killed for the harrowing. Following turn. I made this misplay in the last round with our Basilisk Rider. And the early game was not in our favor. He's at 12.
A crown guard never falls.
I pull the strings.
You are insignificant.
Yeah, we have lost this against the 8-drop here. It was too much after our failed early game. This was
Ranks closed.
certainly too much.
What's your hurry? I'll try anyone once.
I will not be able to survive this attack. Yeah. Alright, yeah, I lost this game to some poor choices, and we had some bad luck with the Basilisk Rider not hitting the Allegiance, but another harrowing. Second copy you never want to see, really. Okay, take the L here. A Teemo deck. And he has the first attack. Oh, we have a very good early game hand. Let's hope he doesn't get the Panda. Turn 1. Seems like that is not the case yet. Let's see. No, he has it.
Great outdoors.
Of course.
Armed and ready. Doesn't mean everything.
At least a support blocker here.
I'll try anyone once. Oh, I can't wait. They'll never see it coming. The hunter? Come here, darling.
keep pace here, so at least he can't really buff it anymore. This first attack makes such a difference.
Let's get a good look at you.
They have a transfusion here. So he must have something. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just didn't have the initiative here.
Everything's in place.
Get rid of this thing now. Don't give me a good creature. Grenadier is fine. How many of those has he? God damn it.
Let's make a deal.
For the Empire. Make the Empire proud. You'll never know what hit him. Your path ends here.
Well, at least he domed himself here for a few, so sent the general in.
For Noxus. I'll handle this myself.
Yep, you are by yourself. Let's show him.
Of course I'm ready.
Let's show him Darius. Give him the 7th damage here. Yes, for Noxus. Come on. We are leading by 9 points.
War Mason, reporting for duty. The few for the many.
Come on. Just need this next attack for us to win. Demolitionist, that only puts him to 1. He will still play it, of course.
Never know what hit him.
This won't be a fair fight.
So, if we draw Bet with the poison, we are dead.
Remember the objective.
If not, we can win.
For the glory of Noxus.
So we draw the poison. Only 1.
We march.
1 against 1. Okay, that was close.
Our borders grow.
Having the first attack makes a big difference in these aggro matchups, of course. Alright. Darius pulled us out once again after he domed himself. Freljord. It's more control-y then. Don't need the decimates right now. Okay, better. Again, we don't have the first attack. Come on, deck. Give me my fair attacks. Now that I've drawn Elise, we are going with Elise instead of the Saboteurs.
I pull the strings.
Bring the spiders. You need a blocker, my friend.
Try to understand. I matter, you don't.
Gonna still attack here because of Fearsome, of course. He has to block.
Will you be quiet? You dare!
Killed our spiderling monster. Alright. We can play the Ballista and throw in the Basilisk Rider in the following turn. Or save for Transfusion and only play a Saboteur. Depends on what he is doing. But I think with Transfusion in our hand, I rather want the Overwhelm creature. Alright.
If they don't break, they'll burn.
That is fine. You can kill your own unit.
Make the Empire proud.
Oh, I think we even commit the Basilisk Rider here.
Nothing but Noxian
Boom.
light.
Now you need something good, my friend.
Let me show you what I can
That
do.
ain't it.
Again.
Don't think we don't even want to give him the spider here for this discipline. Let's just jam in there.
Your path ends here.
Let's see if he has a transfusion. Yes, he does. Alright.
Look what you did.
We are still leading the race here. It's not even close.
For the Empire.
Sure.
For the glory of Noxus.
So far there's no Freljord card that has made really a difference for him.
Oh, I can't wait. No one's the wiser. Explosives primed.
Yep, save the spell mana.
Boom.
Let's get a good look at you. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, this is lethal, so do you have a trick? Star 7 plus the ability, this is 9. So don't have to do anything here. Can even sacrifice the spider to pump up the overwhelm here. If nothing happens, I don't have to do anything. Tank. Okay.
Grab it.
That wasn't so bad now, was it?
At least did it. Alright. Let's go. One more win to break the first rank. Z deck, okay. No one drop here. There's Transfusion again. Drawing all the top end here.
Let's move.
Fuse is lit!
Let's see what he has here.
Pledge yourself to the shadow.
There it is. Didn't commit anything. Da -da, da -da.
Everyone here? Let's go.
Ride on!
They'll never see us coming.
I have many faces.
Let's save some damage here at least.
Death doesn't scare me.
6 here is already a lot. We take 10 damage here. Well.
Done yet. We ride for Noxus!
Oh, I needed the overwhelm here. Damn it. That is the cost if we don't play with all the allegiance. That is really the downside of my budget version here.
Where are you going? Is that all?
Alright. At least we get rid of one of his attackers here. Okay. There, with Trample that would have been far better, because then he would have been in Decimate range.
Let none disturb my meditation.
Okay. We could transfuse this on this, deal 2 more. But we don't have enough to then decimate them in 1 turn, so let's see.
They'll never see me coming.
7, this will be lethal. I mean, we will not be able to block here.
Strike hard.
If they have direct damage, 3, 5, 7, yeah, they win. Now we are at 1. Let's see if they have damage. Oh, they are at 2. So they can't react to burst, so this is the end. Another close game. We squeezed it out there. If we had the overwhelm, it wouldn't have been close. So that is the downside. Basilisk Raider is so good. So we go up to the next tier. Yeah, I think that was good enough to showcase this deck. I will rank a little bit more and maybe see you back in the next episode. Thanks for watching and till next time, bye bye.